All right, guys, new entry for the Bear Pack. We have some changes to the rules. These are the new rules. We talked about it, and we're going to change it just a little bit. So I'm going to read these off for you guys. We're looking for one person each week to come on and record all game picks for NBA, NCAA basketball, NFL, and NCAA football. To enter, comment banana on any of the videos you see on Sunday. Once you comment, we will have you on a wheel, so no need to comment again. We're going to spin the wheel one time per week until the end of the NBA season for new guest pickers. The individual with the best percentage record-wise will win cash prizes. We have first place is going to win $500, second place $300, third place $200. So to enter, comment banana, come back the next day, see if you've won, because we got to start on Monday with a new picker every week. Every week you're going to come on for the entire week. You're going to give your picks, and we're going to move on. Trey, we also hit 9,000 subs. So thank you guys very much. We're going to give away a sports memorabilia item, and we're going to give that away to the Bear Pack. So comment. What should we have them comment for this, Trey?
We should probably have them comment split, like banana split.
Okay. Comment split on any of the videos you see today to enter in that 9K sub giveaway. We're going to do that on our live show. We're going to spin the wheel, and then we're going to have you guys pick something that you want. We're not going to pick for you. So comment split down below if you want in that 9K. Next is 10K subs for a $1,000 giveaway. We're very excited for that. Enough talking. Let's get to the video. All right, guys, let's get some NFL picks and props for Friday, November 24th slate of games. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yet I'm 1-0. That is because on Thanksgiving Day, I gave out the over 48.5 total points in the Commanders versus Cowboys game. It was very sweaty. It was sitting right at 48 points with the Cowboys up 38-10. And then shout out Deron Bland. He got a pick six, broken an NFL record, and put some money in my pocket. So shout out him. He was very, very clutch for us there to get the over.
How many did Dallas score?
I don't know after that, because after that I was pretty juiced and turned over to my college basketball game, but I know that they put up almost 40.
45, right?
Oh, 45. There we go. They added some on there. I love that.
Maybe it wasn't 45. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They dominated. They almost got the over by themselves. I had the Detroit Lions with Dennis minus 7.5, and of course, we didn't see that whenever the Lions are playing in a waxing gibbous phase of the moon, they're 0-13 all the time. So my bad. I don't have a degree in astronomy. I'm pretty sure that's what you need for the moon phases or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't know the moon affected the players, but apparently it does because the Packers dominated. Also, Jordan Love, he looked really, 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 really good. So I don't know if it was a fluke game for Jordan Love, but he might be good again. But I went 0-1. We're going to move on to tomorrow. We're going to get a sinker. Hopefully you guys ate well on Thanksgiving because you're going to want to take a nap through this one. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins going against the New York Jets at 2 p.m. on Amazon Prime. I can't think of a more boring game. Trey, I'll have you start us off.
Honestly, about that waxing gibbous or whatever it is, I think if there's any coach that looks like a werewolf that might get affected by the moon, it's definitely Dan Campbell. Does anyone else agree with that?
I was upset that he didn't get to eat turkey, so
hey, if I know anything about him, he still ate a few turkey legs at home. But for this game, I'm very excited to watch this game. It should be pretty entertaining no matter what Jesse says. But that is only if you're betting on the Dolphins in this game. Give me the Dolphins here at minus 9.5. I am not worried about this massive spread because I do think the Dolphins are going to win this game by double digits. We can just do the eye test here. The Dolphins, they are just head and shoulders the better team than the Jets here. And I have zero confidence here in the new Jets starting quarterback in Tim Boyle because he has started 3 games in his career, 0-3 in those games, losing those 3 games by an average score of 28-18. So needless to say, he has not been very productive in the past, and I don't think he's going to put any jump start in this already struggling Jets offense. I honestly do think they would be better with Zach Wilson here, even if all the team has already given up on him. Tim Boyle, he is just nothing special. I do have no idea what Robert Saleh is doing, and we all know what to expect out of the Dolphins. They whoop up on bad teams, and this Jets team, outside of their quarterback, they're a good team, but the quarterback means everything, so they are a bad team. In Miami, they have dominated this matchup historically as well. Over the last 10 times these two teams have faced off, the Dolphins, they are 8-2 straight up and 8-2 ATS as well, so that is definitely something to note. If the Dolphins can get to 20-plus points in this game, which I think is easily doable, they should easily cash this bet for us here. So give me the Dolphins here, minus 9.5 against the Jets.
Yeah, Trey, I'm going to take the Dolphins minus the 9.5. I think I took a minus 10 on the graphic, but it doesn't matter. They're going to win the game. I was also going to take the under, but at the same time, I think the Jets might just be giving up because I know Zach Wilson's bad. Tim Boyle cannot be any better than Zach Wilson, right? Like, I know Zach Wilson's bad, but we're talking Tim Boyle here.
Yeah, Tim Boyle's bad. I don't know if you've seen his college stats either. I have no idea how this guy made it into the NFL.
Okay, well, it's probably going to be check down city for the Jets, and that's going to lead to probably no points in the game. So I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think they're going to dominate. They haven't looked great on offense over the last couple. They didn't look great against the Raiders. Raiders really fought them hard. But I'm going to take the Dolphins here -10. I just don't see any way the Jets get after this game. I think Rodgers is officially done for the season. I honestly think he was trying to get the boys excited, like saying he's going to come back early. So maybe he has a potential to like come back and make the playoffs. But whenever they're 4-7, there's no way he's coming back now. So I'm going to take the Dolphins. The Jets are dead. Dennis, what do you like in the game?
I'll just finish the sweep. Dolphins over the 9.5. Too much offense and just a mess up there with that quarterback. Should have been taken care of earlier in the season. They knew Zach Wilson wasn't no good, and they tried to force it anyways. I know they got a lot of money in him, but it's just too little too late now, no matter what Boyle does. He could be super. They're not going nowhere.
Yeah, they should have went and got Josh Dobbs. That would have been great for them. But, yeah, we're going to sweep the Dolphins -10. Let's move to the player props. Trey, how have you start us off?
Makes absolutely zero sense why they did not go get Josh Dobbs, but 0-1 on Thanksgiving for the player props. That's because I gave out Bears boy CeeDee Lamb over 91.5 receiving yards versus the Commanders. He did his job. He played decent. He played good enough, but just was not elite like we needed him to be. So he did not hit the over, but the Cowboys still put up a ton of points.
I mean, I'm sad for you, but you don't have to be good when you're putting up 40+ and your defense is scoring touchdowns every game. But I had Dave Montgomery. I went 1-0. He needed a rushing touchdown. The lines looked really, really bad, but he did get the rushing touchdown in the third quarter. So hopefully, thankfully we did catch for that. 1-1 day. Dennis, did you win your prop? What'd you have?
No.
Brock Purdy.
Quarterback. Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy. I think he was really close. It was 250. He needed 250.
Yeah, he was only at about 209, I believe.
You got close. All right, let's move on to the plays for tomorrow. Trey, how do you start us off?
All right, guys, and buckle in because I am Trey, but I'm going to be taking a bear prop here. Give me Thomas Morstead here to go over 5 punts going up against the Dolphins. I really love this specialist prop here because I think Morstead's going to have a very busy day. I expect there to be a ton of 3-and-outs in this game for this Jets offense. Yes, Saleh, I expect him to be a little bit more aggressive in this game because he really doesn't have anything to lose. But I feel like it's going to be very hard to go for it whenever you're consistently in your own side of the field. I almost have zero faith in Tim Boyle's ability to move the ball down the field. Last week, whenever he got in, it just did not look very good whatsoever. And I touched on his career stats earlier in the game pick section, but I think the Jets offense are going to have a very long day in this game. And if we look at how many punts Morstead has done over his last 5 games, it is over this number with 5.4 punts per game. And that was with Zach Wilson there. Yes, Zach Wilson is bad, but Tim Boyle, he has been a career backup for a reason and barely even gotten any game action in his pretty long NFL career. I think he should be thanking Aaron Rodgers that Aaron Rodgers really loves him in his quarterback room or something. That's the only thing that makes sense why he got tagged along as Aaron Rodgers' backup his entire career. But over the last 3 games, the Dolphins' defense has been pretty good as well, forcing 5.7 punts per game, which is also over this number. So give me Thomas Morstead here. I'm going to take him to go over 5 punts versus the Dolphins.
Love it. I absolutely love that play, Trey. I'm kind of mad I didn't see it myself. But for my play, the Jets need to have some sort of offensive production. So I'm going to take Breece Hall to go over 81.5 rushing plus receiving yards against Miami Dolphins. The New York Jets, they decided to bench Zach Wilson like we talked about, and they're going with Tim Boyle. I'm sure he can't be any worse than Zach Wilson's been, but I like Breece Hall to be a big part of the offense. Miami defense have been playing a little bit better, like Trey said, but I still think Breece Hall is going to find a way to get 80+ yards in this game. We have seen Hall have 10+ carries in 6 consecutive games, and he's had 4+ targets as a receiver in 4 of the last 5 games. I can see Tim Boyle being pressured in this game a lot, and I just think he's going to slip it out to Hall as a safety blanket multiple times in this game. The Jets, they're a dumpster fire. Everybody knows. That's for sure. But I do think Hall is going to be the best player on the field for them on the offensive side of the ball. I'm going to take a chance with this over 81.5 rushing plus receiving yards as my play. Dennis, what do you like?
Well, I'm kind of sliding right in there with you. I've got Breece Hall over his receiving yards. I believe it's around 25, 26. Like you said, I look for this quarterback to check down City, as you mentioned a while ago. He's going to be checking right down to Breece Hall constantly. Best player they got on offense, I guess, other than Garrett Wilson.
Sure.
He's going to be the offense tomorrow, whatever they can muster up. So I like him over the receiving yards.
I like how we all took the Dolphins and we badmouthed the Jets, and we all have Jets props. It's kind of funny. Should we throw out a Dolphins prop? I mean, we could just throw out Tyreek Hill over receiving. I feel like he gets 100 every game.
I thought that. I was going to throw out Tyreek Hill, but over his last 2 games versus the Jets on the Dolphins, he has not exceeded over 50 receiving yards. So maybe Tyreek Hill under with Sauce Gardner. Who knows?
What about – yeah, I mean, I don't want to just throw out a prop without researching it. I feel like Mostert rushing yards would be nice. They're probably going to be up in this game a lot.
I was thinking about Mostert rush yards for my prop, so I don't hate that.
Okay.
Over 61.5 over his last 5, averaging 75. So he's been very good. If you guys want a Dolphins prop, I think Mostert's probably the safest bet for sure.
All right, Trey, let's look at the graphic. Get out of here.
Yes, sir. And I gave out the Dolphins minus 9.5 against the Jets. I expect them to easily win this game by double digits, guys. We're talking about the Jets offense here. I don't know if they can even reach double digits. And that is why I'm going with Thomas Morstead over 5 punts versus the Dolphins. I expect his leg to be very active in this game. He might as well just put icy hot throughout.
Yeah, Miami, they killed the Jets, I think. And then Breece Hall over 81.5 rushing plus receiving. They need some sort of offensive production. I think Breece Hall is going to be the guy. Guys, that's going to do it for NFL Plays and Props for Friday, November 24th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Look at the leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,